Just notice that the time is 9:11. Pretty ironic. It's still 9/11. Anyway, it's such an historic day. Watching President Trump change the whole world and bring peace to the Middle East. And I'm so proud of him. And I'm so proud of all of us Americans who recognize that what happened the previous 4 years was a crime against us all. And we had to right that wrong and bring President Trump back. He should have been president for the past 4 years. But I'm so glad that he's president now. So I'm going to cut to, I believe this is Forbes that I'm watching now, Forbes Breaking News live stream of President Trump as he goes to Egypt. So I am going to turn the camera around for you all to see how the pomp and circumstances off the hook. It's crazy, but it's so exciting because this happening right now, this is what I voted for. And if you voted for President Trump, it's what you voted for too. It's a great, great day in the whole world. So I have nothing but high hopes. And you should too, because positivity, it's infectious. All right, you guys, let's check it out. Now, this already happened. Oops. Oh, let me get my camera in the right place. So what's happening here are the cars bringing President Trump to Air Force One. Gimbal is not behaving. Welcome, patriots. Welcome, peaceful people. And all hateful, nasty comments will be removed. Just so you know. Please be kind. This is about peace today. We're not going to accept any hateful comments on this show. And there he is. President Trump. I just said nothing hateful, Colotus. Please remove yourself. And I'll remove you since you can't control yourself. We're talking about peace in the Middle East. We're talking about the greatest president the United States has ever had. Standing here with his daughter Ivanka and his son-in-law Jared Kushner. Jared, by the way, was instrumental in bringing about peace between Israel and Palestine. He's leaving Tel Aviv. He's getting ready to get on Air Force One and go to Sharm el-Sheikh, Egypt. This is history in the making. And you're watching it happen on the Beach Report. Thank you guys for joining me, witnessing history. And AI comments will be removed. Your Jewish friends are celebrating, just as I am. Thank you, Kerpot. MAGA indeed. Good morning, Dale. Sharon, please talk like a real person and not like a bot, or you will be removed. I need everybody in the chat to respect the process of peace. We should all celebrate this. We are all humans. President Trump doesn't want any more people to be killed in the name of any stupid cause. Hi, Sharon. Be a person now, okay? Thank you. Citizen, talk like a real person or be removed. That's right, Dale. You know it. That's right, Curry Pot. He's the peacemaker. Today is about peace, so I will only accept peaceful comments on this show today. Today, we together will witness history as the great President Trump brings peace to the Middle East. Citizen, you are now blocked. And I'm reporting you for your hate speech. Bye-bye. Thank you, Philip. God bless President Trump and God bless the USA. Yes, what about the peace in America? That's a good question. Let's hope that Americans can be peaceful and quit fighting amongst themselves over stupid things like what color your skin is. Shalom. I'm Yisrael. Hi. You're right, Curry Pop. Thank you. Washington, D.C. is much safer. And Portland and Chicago are going to also be safer. It is biblical, Lillian. It's biblical. Hayden. It's amazing what we're watching right now. Yes, Diane, we love you, President Trump. That's right, Curry Pot. Soon, Chicago. I hope I'm saying your name right. Let me know if I'm not. Hi, Raja. Welcome to today's most peaceful beach report ever. That's right, Dale. The racism needs to stop. We need to look at each other as humans, not race. We are all God's people. Thank you, Dale. I'm so glad you're here. Oh, Viper, you know what? Trump doesn't need the Nobel Peace Prize. It's not even real. They gave it to Obama and he didn't do anything. Quantum fart, I hear ya. I hear ya. What's wrong with you, Peter? Are you confused? Please go away. Hey, Xavier. Everybody's super happy for a wonderful day of peace. I know, Lillian, you're right. Hostages. I can't forget it either. But I want to be positive today. All terroristic comments will be reported. The FBI is watching this show, by the way, because I do get death threats on it. Cook Smoke, why are you confused? health care. Did you have health care the last 4 years, really? What's wrong with you? Are you paid to be on here? Ingrid, are you not following the day's events? Are you confused or what? Why are people still saying free Palestine? I don't understand. God bless the peacekeepers. Sure, Josh, whatever you say. Hello, Odin. All terroristic threats will be reported. I do not think that President Trump is God, Josh. You are a little bit confused if that's what you think. I think God is God. I think Jesus is God. I do not think President Trump is God. So please don't say things that aren't true. You're right, Dale. They're super scared and they do need Jesus. That's why they say these stupid things to me. He will go to Ukraine next, Joseph. Don't worry. He's on number 9. Now he's going for number 10. Yeah, D.
המסדר חוצה. נק. במקום. לא.
And yet you're watching, Pete. I see your messages, Morgan. That's right, B-Rad. Welcome, Chicken Pop. Thank you, Lifetime. It is now. It is now that we finally elected President Trump when he should have been elected for the past 4 years. Josh, why do you hate everything Trump says? I want to know an honest answer from you. That's right. Jesus is our Lord and Savior. Well, now you can't talk. Sure, Josh, you know exactly how much Jesus would hate Trump. I think you're a little bit confused. Jesus wasn't really a hater like you. Welcome, Mark. Yes, rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. Charlie would have loved this. That's right. Jesus loves everyone. You're right, Samantha. Vladimir Putin, he is definitely a tough nut to crack. I am reporting all terroristic, hate speech, and violent comments. By the way, think before you post. You're right, Jenny. The Lord saved President Trump's life on July 13th, 2024, for this. That would be you, Tim. Well, freedom of speech might exist, but on this page, if you say stupid things, you will be removed. How can I be uneducated if I went to college? How can I be a Nazi if I was raised Jewish? All right, I'm done responding to trolls. But I'm still reporting them, just so you know. Just so you know. Ooh, lots of people to report for their hate speech. Now, I went to Ohio University for journalism. I've never been a liberal. Hey Stephen, welcome. Best wishes for the UK. I hope you guys are doing well. I don't make money. I don't care about making money. I'm too old to care about it. I have everything that God provides for me. I have the most wonderful life I ever could want. Money is not my goal. Hey Bill, why are you watching if you don't want to listen to what I'm saying? There's nobody talking right now on this video, so I'm not interrupting President Trump's speech. I'm a widow, and I don't want a man. I will never be able to replace my amazing husband. That's right, B-Rad. And yet, here they are. Isn't it fun, Jetty Lee? Thank you, Kid Coyote. I appreciate it. Thank you. You're welcome, you guys. I'm a real person, by the way. Well, Bill just got a report for hate speech. Hi, Bill. Thank you, Lux. Thank you for the reminder. Yeah, I'm about as real as they come. The Beach Report is a reality show about life. It went silent for some reason. Thank you, Jamie. Bless you too. President Trump is a very good friend to all humans all over the world. And he wants to see the killing stopped. This is a great day for the whole world to see peace come to the Middle East. And the people who don't want peace, I have to wonder about you. Are you making money with war? Or are you a bot? Are you a real person? Welcome, Mississippi. Hey, Jimmy, you're so welcome. I know, Shannon. I wish the best for Canada. We patriotic Americans feel very badly about what you're going through up in Canada. You coming down to Florida? We got lots of Canadians still visiting Florida, by the way. Who's the laughing stock of the world? Certainly not Trump. Thank you, Demon, so very much. Hey, Isaacs, good morning. What's your temperature over there in Wisconsin? Yes, Canada, the 51st state, we love you. Yes, Ebenezer, you're right. We wish you would join us. He's ended eight wars now. 8, not 7, 8. Jetty Lee, woohoo! Let's see if Hamas will keep their word. That's what I want to see. Because I'm not going to forget October 7th. And I'm not going to forget the brutal killing, the brutal murdering that these people did. It's like everyone's forgotten that. Why? Why are we not talking about the way that they slaughtered people who were celebrating, dancing, having fun, families? Never forget that. Never forget that. Speak to me with respect or be kicked off. I agree with you, C. He's got one more war to end. And it's been the hardest one. Okay, well, there we see it. President Trump is on his way to Egypt. Hold on, let's see what else is going on in the world. Because today it's such a great day for peace. And let's see what we have going on. Right Side Broadcasting. Did we just see this? Oh, this is earlier today. This was when President Trump left Washington, D.C. So there's that. Boy, they're always tricking you on the web, right? You think something's live and then it's not. Here, Israelis await the release of hostages in Tel Aviv. That's what this is. You know, some of you who hate President Trump so much, did you really think that Kamala would do a better job? Do you think that there would be any kind of peace in the world if she had been elected president? Hey, Star, you're not allowed to lie on my show. Yeah, maybe I did it on military time. I don't know, Craig. Hi, Ozzy. Good morning. Military time isn't. This is horrible feed. This is CNBC, and it's so blurry. I don't know why. But this is Israel awaiting hostages. Isaacs, would you like to be a mod? I think you have proven that you can be trusted. Well, Hoist, you've never watched the Beach Report before, so I guess you have no idea. We will be at the beach later. Mark my words. Bafo, right? This is also what I voted for. Hey, Starboy. This is, right here we're watching them bringing hostages in. I don't know what that means, Walton. Hey, Jacqueline, what constitutional rights have you lost? Please tell us. No idea what you're talking about, Walton. I'm just going to get rid of you because I think you might be a bot. You are speaking gibberish. And when we see gibberish, we get rid of it. You know what, JP? There is no free speech when you're battling people who are, half of them, well, maybe not half, maybe a third of them are not real people. And then the rest of the disgusting people are saying things that no human needs to ever read. A lot of things that are not free. And disgusting speech is not one of them. Not on my show. You're welcome, B-Rad. You asked to be blocked, you are blocked. Because you're too stupid to, like, what, look away? I don't get it. Good Lord. No, it's we're blocking anybody who says despicable, disgusting, hateful things. That's what gets you blocked. Yeah, not real people. It is crazy, but that's what we're dealing with. America First, they're going to find something to blame about every time. Yes, I'm racist against machines. It's true. I am. I'm racist against AI. Oh no. Oh no. I'm going to hurt their feelings. I know what bots can do, Waylord. And I know what people can do, and what I can do is hide you from my channel. So bye-bye. That's right, inspiration. Thank you, thank you. I agree, Tammy. So I think what's happening now is there are hostages in that military transport that they are bringing them home. Thank you, Terry, for the sacrifice you're making for our nation and the American way of life we treasure. Amen. Do you have a job? This is my job. I'm a journalist and I'm an author. And if you would like to buy my books, then you can help me support myself. My job is an author, a writer, an editor, and the host of the Beach Report. What's your job? Thank you, Tammy. Hi, Joshua. I know, Marcus, it doesn't make any sense. Yes, Kat, I agree. Thank you, American. I appreciate you. Please like and subscribe. This is so big, Stevie, right? Thank you, Israeli. How is this copyright? What am I copywriting? Are those people dancing? Are they singing? Did they write a book that I stole? What's happening? You know what, Fafo? They are still coming on this chat and saying free Palestine. Like they don't get it. They just don't get it. I think those are bots, actually. Moideen, I don't show myself when people ask. This is not a dating show, okay? It does not matter what I look like. I look like myself. That's it. Hey David, hostages are coming back to Israel. That's what we're watching right now. This is, I believe, Jerusalem. Yeah, exactly, Ozzy. Free Palestine bots never got the memo. Thank you, Ozzy. Thank you. Thank you for asking, Jan. My first book was about the way 9/11 changed our society. So this is very important to me. It's called like it was yesterday, Journalist Files since 9/11. You can find it on my website, jillbooks.com. My second book was about my adoption, and it's called Do You Think About Me on My Birthday? Thank you for asking. Check out my website, jillbooks.com. JILLBOOKS.com. Wow, Tammy. The video feed is live, yes. This is MSNBC live feed that we're watching. And I wish we could be at the beach right now, honestly, but I can't show you guys this stuff from the beach. We will go to the beach tonight for sunset at the very latest. So stay tuned for that. Kamala Harris would have been a disaster. We all know that. You're so right, Daniel. I hear you, Jack. I hear you. Yes, I do, Mr. Minimums. Thank you. Keep it up and you can become a mod too. I hope so, Tammy. Because the Democratic Party has proven to us that they are actually not of us. They're actually foreign terrorists, I believe. I mean, let's look at their leader, who I believe is Barack Obama, and he is not an American, and he never was an American. But make no mistake, he is their leader. Well, Mr. Minimums, you have to watch for many, many months. This is the first time I've seen you, so take your time, my friend. Take your time. Mr. Minimums, I don't think you understand what the Beach Report is about. Thank you, Ozzy. He thinks we're stupid. Yisrael. Hi, exactly. Half soul. Glad you're here, Dutch. Have you subscribed? Abraham, are you a bot? Like, what's up with you? Did you not see the busloads of Palestinians being taken into Gaza? Or what? I don't understand. I really do think that there are bots that didn't get the memo. I know, me too, Junior. I speak German. Guess what? Thank you, Isaacs. Welcome, Jeff. Yes, you're right, half soul. Willkommen, Getty. Hey, Dennis, it's Florida. Sunshine, heat. And I have a dialect. I speak a dialect. So, yes, please show respect. Zachary is absolutely right. I had to learn High German too, Grant. We don't call it Low German, we call it Swiss German. Thank you, Grant. I don't have any grandkids. Not yet. I'm waiting. I'm hoping. Don't call people fascist. It's stupid. Me too, Terry. Oh, what is this? Another transport helicopter with another hostage on it, I believe. Dutch, you are blessed. Ricola! That's right, Nico. Actually, I come from, my family is from the town where the Ricola factory is. So you're not wrong. You can silence speech when it's just disgusting gibberish, Brahma. We don't have to be subjected to stupidity, hate, and ignorance. Half soul, I think the first helicopter did land on a hospital. John, do you have a problem? That's right, Marcus. Let's do it, Amp. Trump, 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 Trump. I'm with you, Amp. Oh, that's quite the shot. Oh, half soul, you live in Israel. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you. Thank you. That's right, Dutch. These people don't understand a lot. They're too full of hate. Israel definitely is great again. Thank you, Lisa. Exactly, Ozzy. This is why I trust you, Ozzy. Whatever, Evan. Are you an Indian? Are you the angry Indian? I have an angry Indian who comes on my show sometimes and just likes to flip out. Some people are just gonna hate no matter what. They just get angry about everything. So what does fascist mean to you? Oh, Gary, do you like all of do you not realize it's getting rid of all the illegal immigrants? You don't like that? I'm over here recording people. By the way, yes, Life Unleashed. Welcome. Fafo. You're awesome. No, illegal immigrants are not colonizers. They're illegal immigrants. Looks like we have lost our feed here. No. Okay. Let's see if there's anything happening there. I bought this laptop last year. How is it not modern? That's right, Laura. And not everybody is a person, Laura. Some of these comments are coming from actual bots. You need to know that like a third of the comments you see on Facebook and YouTube are not even real people. So I don't have any problem with silencing bots. Okay, well, whatever. I bought it last year. It's brand new. But you're going to think what you want. You're right, Life Unleashed. Thank you. I'm just going to get rid of this loser. Ich bin auch ein Ricola bot. Okay, Nico. I think you're right. I think Quality Customs is given bot vibes. Gone. Yes, Beast, there really are that many bots. Absolutely there are. That's a good idea. Yeah, Beast. The more you know. All right, Isaacs. Thank you so much for all your hard work. Sorry about the bad video here, but this is really amazing. I can't imagine what those people went through, John. I can't. Absolutely horrific. Oh, look, Antifa's here. You know what to do with them. Promotes terrorism. Report. I'm crying with happiness, Moideen. But yes, also crying to see that man so skinny and what he must have been through. Exactly, Lisa. Yeah, that's another group of people besides the fake people, the bots, is Antifa. And Antifa stages actual attacks on my page, and they will come in. Sometimes they will actually, like you just saw one's name, and anti-fascist. So when you see the Antifa people come on my page and you're one of my moderators, get them off. Shut them up. That's right, Life Unleashed. We do not put up with Antifa anymore. Welcome home, beautiful ones. Hallelujah. God bless Charlie Kirk, Jebus. Absolutely. I still can't believe it's been a month, more than a month since Charlie Kirk was murdered. Me too, Gary. Stop all wars. I am Charlie Kirk. That's right, Westman. I am Charlie Kirk. So this is in Israel, and they're bringing hostages home. That's what we're watching right now. It's a live stream from CNBC TV 18. That's right, Jean. There actually, some of the remains are being left behind, and I believe that it's because they cannot show what happened to those people. Me too, Half Soul. Matthew, that's so ridiculous. Please don't even with your lies. YouTube beast mode. Oh, there's one that's getting reported. Fafo. Yeah, what was with that book published one day before the attack? That was weird. But again, I don't think that it has anything to do with the reality. Good answer, Westman. Good answer. I know Life Unleashed. It's unbelievable, isn't it? It was probably AI. Thank you, Victoria. Thank you. Point made. Yes, sir. I think there are 20 hostages who are still alive, Christy. I never understood it either, Lisa. Hey, Canada. How you doing up there, Mike? Yes, Christy, this is amazing. We're watching history. Thank you, President Trump, for this. Okay, I'm going to get off of this live stream and see what else is going on with the other live streams right now. We can surf them all. Oh, let's see what Speaker Johnson has to say about the shutdown. Also something we do need to know about. And that is live right now. But we're going to hit it from the beginning, so you won't miss a beat.
Well, good morning, everybody. Thank you for being here at the Capitol this morning on a holiday, no less. This is certainly a big day in world history, and once again, we see a split screen. Across the globe, we've all watched it early this morning as President Trump made his triumphant speech at the Knesset, and now he heads to the peace summit of world leaders in Egypt. I think that will be happening within the next half hour. Thanks to President Trump, today marks the historic dawn of a new Middle East, as well as the return of the official celebration of Columbus Day, which marked the dawn of a new era for all the world when Christopher Columbus, of course, arrived in the Americas, and as President Trump summarized, quote, paved the way for the ultimate triumph of Western civilization less than 3 centuries later on July 4th of 1776. For good reason, today is observed as a national holiday in many countries of the Americas and elsewhere, and of course, it's a federal holiday here. With regard to the history that's been made today, I just wanted to say that what we mark today, and the reason there was such rousing applause at the Knesset and is being celebrated, as you know, throughout the Middle East, the region, and around the world, is because this is, for the first time in 738 days, there are no living Israeli hostages buried in the tunnels and being held at the hands of Hamas. In just 8.5 months in office, President Trump and his administration have ensured the safe release and the return of all 20 living Israeli hostages from his Hamas captivity, putting a lasting peace within reach for a region where we have all aspired to that for generations. This is a day of profound hope and joy for the entire free world, and a day
Oh,
only
thank you, Life
possible
Unleashed.
under the leadership
Thank you,
and
Donald
strength and
J.
fortitude
Trump.
of President
Thank
Donald J.
you.
Trump. And everyone recognizes that, and they're all talking about it around the world. With this historic achievement, President Trump has accomplished what others have only talked about or even tried and failed. Time and again, President Trump is demonstrating that America's strength delivers and ensures peace for freedom-loving people around the world. As we've said so many times, it's the perception of a strong America that really holds the terrorists and tyrants at bay. And America's back. We're so grateful for that. So as everyone here and around the world are celebrating all this incredibly good news, yet again, we have a split screen. And on the other side, there's currently ongoing bad news here because of the costly political games that are being played by Democrats here in Congress. We're now on day 13 of the Democrats' Schumer shutdown. This marks the third week that Democrats have blocked paychecks to our troops. They blocked pay for 2.2 million federal workers, and they held critical services that the American people rely upon in limbo. At least they've tried to block those checks. We are so very grateful that President Trump, again showing strong leadership, has stepped up to ensure that our troops are going to be paid on October 15th, while we Democrat and truly for a hands-on commander-in-chief. I spoke with the president at length before he left on this trip to the Middle East, and he and I are both so frustrated. The Democrats are perfectly happy to do all this damage while they play political stunts. We can hardly believe that they're willing to go along with this on the gambit and the false narrative that they've created. And as you all know, here in Congress, Republicans have voted over and over to reopen the government and end all this pain. We passed a clean, nonpartisan CR that would pay the troops and the TSA agents and Border Patrol and the rest of our federal workforce. We did our job. We had that vote over 3 weeks ago now, and the bill is still sitting in the Senate, where Democrats have now voted 7 times to keep the government closed. I brought our handy chart again today because they were out breathlessly over the weekend, and media outlets, Democrats in Congress, including Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries, claiming facts that are simply untrue. They claim it didn't happen, but this is exactly what the vote tally is. And on September 19th, the House passed the clean resolution that got everyone paid and kept the services flowing, and they voted against it. Every Democrat but one in the House voted not to pay the troops, not to pay TSA, Border Patrol, air traffic controllers, and all the rest. The Senate Democrats then voted that down, and you see now 8 times total in Congress, Republicans have voted to keep the government open, and Democrats have voted to close it, period, end of sentence. And why did they do this? Because they want to spend $1.5 trillion in new taxpayer-funded spending as a ransom for ending the shutdown. Not our talking points, this is in the record, and they filed it. No matter how they twist it, this is a clean, nonpartisan CR. It does not include new spending. It does not include partisan strings attached at all. And this is something, as we have pointed out over and over, that Democrats have supported repeatedly. In fact, 13 different times during the Biden administration. Even the liberal New York Times admits the obvious truth here. You have leaders on the Democrat side like Jay Johnson, who spoke out this week and said, end it, open the government, and then have these negotiations. We were always planning to do that, to negotiate on the other issues. Again, we have to be very clear, the shutdown did not have to happen, but every American needs to understand why it did. And I'll reiterate, I'll summarize for you very briefly again. What happened? It happened because while Republicans are working to ensure the American people are taken care of, Democrats are playing a political game. Unlike 2013, the Democrat Party is utterly rudderless. There have been times in the past where there were shutdowns. Democrats today have no leader, no vision, no direction. The party's at their lowest point in decades in terms of public opinion polls. And so they threw this Hail Mary pass. Chuck Schumer knows this. He reads the polls religiously. He knows his party is furious with him for doing the right thing back in March when he helped to pass a clean CR and avert a government shutdown. It was the right thing to do. He said so himself emphatically on the Senate floor. And that bill he supported is nearly identical to what we're offering today. The only thing that's changed is his personal political calculation. His consultants and his pollsters have told him it needs to show a fight to President Trump, even if it means hurting millions of American families. So that is exactly what Chuck Schumer is doing. He's determined that his own political survival is worth the irreversible harm he's inflicting on the American people. He's gambling with people's lives and livelihoods to appease the far-left Marxist base of his party so that he can keep his job. And make no mistake, this is bigger than Chuck Schumer. Democrats are terrified of their radical Marxist base. The ones who have been here for a while, kind of your father, your grandfather's Democrat Party, the remnant of those folks who are still here in the halls, they're terrified to show any willingness to work with Republicans or to work with President Trump, even when that would clearly benefit the American people. And everybody sees right through this. Meanwhile, Republicans are governing with common sense. In just the first 9 months of unified Republican leadership, we've cut taxes for hardworking American families. We ended the border crisis. We're ending the crime crisis. We're rooting out fraud, waste, and abuse in government, and now bringing an end to conflicts around the globe. And what have Democrats done? Nothing but distract. Now, I'll end on one very important note. Ending the shutdown is not a one-party exercise. Republicans do have control of Congress, quote unquote, but it still takes 60 votes to pass a funding bill in the Senate. All of this is the way
Do
the
your
founders
best, Life
intended the
Unleashed.
process to work. Any Democrats who suggest otherwise are willfully misleading the American
You need
people.
some power.
Chuck Schumer gave a speech on the Senate floor, I think it was on Friday, looks right into the cameras and said, Republicans are in control, and this is all on them. He knows full well that it takes 60 votes, and we only have 53 Republicans in the Senate. There's already a bipartisan majority in the Senate that supports our clean CR. There are two Democrats and one independent who caucuses with Democrats, 3 Democrat votes total, who have gone along with Republicans and using common sense to keep the government open. We need 5 Senate Democrats now to break ranks and do the right thing. The only ransom here is the $1.5 trillion that Chuck Schumer is demanding from the American people. And you've all heard our Democrat colleagues demand that Republicans come to the table to negotiate. But as I've said time and time again, I don't have anything to negotiate with. We don't have any partisan policy riders that I can remove from the funding
Thank
bill
you,
because
Life
Republicans didn't include any. It is a truly clean, nonpartisan short-term CR. They don't really want a negotiation. It's just a talking point. They're not interested in negotiation. Again, look at their counter proposal. $1.5 trillion in new spending, $200 billion to use hard-earned taxpayer dollars to fund healthcare and other benefits for illegal aliens and non-citizens, and they want to give $500 million to liberal news outlets, to the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, while cutting $50 billion from rural hospitals. These are not serious measures. They're not serious counter proposals, and they know that. They know they can't tell voters. The Senate Democrats cannot tell voters that they're willing to hold hostage funding for the nutrition of women, infants, and children in exchange for restoring health care to illegal aliens. So they want to do this behind closed doors. And you've heard Chuck Schumer say breathlessly, I just want the 4 leaders to get in a back room and make a deal. We're not doing that. We're not doing that anymore. We're getting back to regular order, and it's infuriating that that's what he continues to demand. Before Democrats recklessly shut down the government, Republicans and Democrats were engaged in responsible, open, bipartisan negotiations on the appropriations process. Republicans are eager to return to the actual negotiating table, to finish out full-year appropriations and do work on all the other matters before us, but we won't negotiate in smoke-filled back rooms, and we won't negotiate as hostages. Democrats in the Senate have been around a long time, and they'll remember this important plea, and I'll leave you with this thought. Listen closely to what I say here. Quote, there's only one way out of this reckless and damaging shutdown. Pass a budget that funds our government with no partisan strings attached. The American people don't get to demand ransom in exchange for doing their job. Neither does Congress. They don't get to hold our democracy or our economy hostage over a settled law. That's not how our democracy is supposed to work. That's why I won't pay a ransom in exchange for reopening the government. I'll always work with anyone of either party on ways to grow this economy, create new jobs, and get our fiscal house in order for the long haul, but not under the shadow of these threats, unquote. What I just read was a direct quote. Those are not my words. They belong to President Barack Obama. He was speaking there in 2013 when our government was shut down for 16 days. This would be the third longest government shutdown in American history. That one would be. And my friends, if Democrats keep up their obstruction here today, this is where we're going to be headed. We're barreling toward one of the longest shutdowns in American history unless Democrats drop their partisan demands and pass a clean, no strings attached budget to reopen the government and pay our federal workers. I want every American to hear this clearly. What Barack Obama demanded then is exactly what Republicans are saying now. We will not allow the American people to be taken hostage over partisan demands. Democrats cheered on Barack Obama back then, and now they flipped their entire position out of pure politics. It's now time for them to take their favorite president's advice. Do what he said was right. Pass the clean, no strings attached bill and reopen the government. We're on duty here, and we can return quickly to legislative session as soon as you turn the lights back on, Chuck Schumer, and end this unnecessary hardship for the American people. Before I take your questions, I just want to give one word of thanks to the Capitol workers who are here today helping out, even as they work without pay. There's a lot of dedicated folks who keep these engines running, even when the Democrats are trying to turn them off. It means so much to us, and I want to thank you for your service to the institution, and I'll take a few questions. Yes, sir.
Thank you. Speaking of President Obama, you've been very critical in recent days of Obamacare, and some of your members have called for repealing it. Do you support repealing Obamacare, and what's your health care plan?
We worked on repealing and replacing Obamacare back in 2017. I still have PTSD from the experience. You remember that John McCain famously did the thumbs down, and effectively by a one-vote margin, the whole effort was defeated. It's a great frustration of mine, and has always been of President Trump's. And we know that American healthcare needs dramatic reform. Let's just state it simply. Obamacare failed the American people. It was promised to be a great success, to make healthcare more affordable. It's done exactly the opposite. And it has been pointed out by everyone that since Obamacare was created in 2010, premiums, the cost of healthcare, have risen exponentially. It's skyrocketed to the point where it's no longer affordable for so many Americans. And the access to care has been reduced. And the quality of care in some regions of the country has been reduced. We have to reverse all of that. And we have plans to do it. The Republican Party is the party that has the plans to fix it. Can we completely repeal and replace Obamacare? Many of us are skeptical about that now because the roots are so deep. It was really sinister the way, in my view, the way it was created. I believe Obamacare was created to implode upon itself, to collapse upon itself. I think the people who drafted that, the architects of it, knew that it would not be sustainable because their objective was ultimately a single-payer system. They wanted full government control of healthcare. That's a terrifying prospect for those of us who believe in low-cost, high-quality care. And so we have lots of ideas on how to fix it, but it is very, very complicated. It involves a big percentage of the U.S. economy. Healthcare is entwined with somewhere, I think it's 15% of the U.S. economy is the healthcare system. And you can't just rip it out at the roots and start over. It's a very, very complicated series of measures and steps that you have to take to fix it. Now, it takes a long time to build consensus in a legislative body to do those kinds of things. And we have lots of plans on the table. We have whole caucuses who work on this around the clock all the time. When I was the chair of the Republican Study Committee, which is the largest caucus of conservatives in Congress, back in the 117th Congress, we drafted a book this thick. We worked on it for almost a year, and we had a prescription for how to lower cost of care, make the quality higher, and make accessibility greater. And so we have formulated all these ideas, but we've got to build a consensus to do that, and we were in the process of that. This year alone, Republicans demonstrated this, not talking points. We did it. We put the Medicare reforms in the One Big Beautiful Bill, many of them. And what that did, don't take our word for it, look at the analysis of the CBO, Congressional Budget Office, that came out August 25th. And they said it will have the desired effect of reducing waste and abuse in that program that was full of waste and abuse in Medicaid, which was draining resources from people who needed it the most, which is the elderly, disabled, and young pregnant women example. You've heard me explain this over and over. But we took all these millions of ineligible recipients off of Medicaid. That's going to be the effect of the one big beautiful bill, the Working Families Tax Cut, and it's going to reduce the cost. It'll save $185 billion is the estimate of the CBO, just for those initial reforms. So it's a long answer to a simple question. We have to fix healthcare in America, and we have ideas to do it. But we have to have government open and operating to do that. I cannot snap my fingers and go in a back room with Chuck Schumer and say, oh, here's the magic fix for it. It's not how it's going to work. The COVID era Obamacare subsidy that they're all talking about is supposedly the issue of the day. It doesn't expire until the end of December. And by the way, it is the Democrats who created that subsidy who put the expiration date on it. They did it all on their own. Republicans weren't involved in that at all. They put an end date on it because they knew that it was supposed to be related to COVID. And it's become a boondoggle. It's a subsidy for insurance companies. When you subsidize the healthcare system and you pay insurance companies more, the prices are increased. That's been the problem. So if indeed the subsidy is going to be continued, it needs real reform. But there's a lot of ideas on the table to do that. Probably 100 different ideas on how to fix it, but we can't do that overnight. That requires the month of October and probably part of November to get the consensus built around that. So it is impossible. It is impossible and it is inappropriate for Democrats to demand what they know what they're saying isn't true, to demand that should be part of the negotiation today for a simple continuing resolution. And all of you know that. You're here in the building. You know how this works. You know how complicated this is. That is not a deliverable, and they know it. They chose that issue because they thought it would sell well in the public and it would show that they're fighting Trump. It's all a big facade. I'm so frustrated by it. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. We know the president moved forward with mass layoffs. So we are also learning there were significant cuts to staff at the special education services. Are you comfortable with those cuts?
I haven't seen the specifics of that, and I don't know. I do know that each of the cabinet secretaries were asked to assist OMB to determine what the most essential programs are and what the priorities are for the policies and all of that. And I've been so busy on all this, I've not had a chance to dig into the details of each division and how it's happened. I know that HHS, for example, has cut some programs, but they were effectively all agencies in a triage situation. Because remember, Chuck Schumer and the Democrats turned off the funding for all these things that everybody cares about. And so the executive branch, the Office of Management and Budget, has to determine what are the most efficient and effective programs. It's a difficult task. It's not one that they relish. They don't want to do it. Listen to the president's own words and Russ Vought's own words and everybody who's involved. They want the government to be opened. They're begging Chuck Schumer and the Democrats. That's how to make all this stop. They want this to end immediately, and they wanted it to end before it started. And so again, Republicans are voting and advocating for an open government, and Democrats are doing the opposite. They are the ones keeping the government closed and bringing an end to these services and personnel and policies. That's just a simple fact. Yes, ma'am.
At the end of this week, it will have been a month since the House has been out. Why are you keeping the House out if you have a lot of other work to do? Are you saying that you can't work on appropriations and other things while the government is shut down? And what do you say to Republicans in your own conference who are critical of this strategy of keeping the House out?
I've heard a criticism from, I think, 3 members on our conference call, and since our conference calls leak and they're always spun, that's the fact. You can poll individual House Republicans, maybe you should, and 98.7% of them will tell you that this is the right thing. Why? It's what you just said is the opposite of what I've said. We are working on appropriations. That work has been done in earnest. The next package of bills is being prepared. Appropriators are talking not just Republicans and Democrats, but across the aisle on that. And we can move all that forward. Right now, the House Republicans, I don't know what the Democrats are doing, but the House Republicans have been very busy. They're doing some of their best work in the district, helping their constituents navigate this crisis that's been created by Chuck Schumer and the Democrats. The Schumer shutdown causes real pain for real people, veterans, the elderly, people who rely upon these services, our rural hospitals that have been struggling. Our members are out helping them to access the Rural Hospital Fund that we created and that the president signed into law on July 4th, that no Democrats assisted on. Chuck Schumer wants to take those funds away. They're trying to make sure that the rural hospitals can access them because they know that this effort is underway. And so our members are doing very productive work. We're in constant communication with them, and we are ready to come back and continue the work in our committees and everything on the House floor. We will return to legislative session as soon as the Democrats come to their senses and open the government. That is a necessity so that the work can continue and the members of Congress can do their jobs. And that's what we will do. That's our commitment. It always has been. This has to stop. We're on day 13. This should end tomorrow. The Democrats in the Senate's next opportunity to end this, to change this and vote yes and reopen the government will be tomorrow. And I pray that they will do the right thing. And then we'll all get together and have our partisan disputes and discussions on all the issues that remain on the table for the end of the year. We're doing our work behind the scenes. We're preparing for that moment, and we can't wait for it to happen. So the question is for the Democrats. When will Congress get going again? And I hope they answer it affirmatively. Thanks so much.
Alrighty then. Okay, guys. Well, it's been a great day in Israel, in America. It is too bad that the Democrats are trying to keep our government shut down. But did you know that President Trump is paying the troops? And he's also funding the programs that people need, like, for women and children. So it's crazy. I need to get to the beach. But before I go to the beach, I do want to say this. Happy Columbus Day. I will do a show about Columbus Day. I was in Philadelphia, actually, earlier this month. Wait, it's October. In September, I was in Philadelphia. And there's a statue in the middle of a park in Philadelphia that was a big controversy back when they were trying to take down important statues like Christopher Columbus statues. And this statue that is in Philadelphia was surrounded by Italian Americans who protected it, and it stands to this day. So I'm going to do a video about that. I already took the pictures of it and everything. So wait for that. That will be dropped a little bit later today on the Beach Report. But for now, we'll see you guys later, and we'll see you on the beach. I will take you there for sunset. So ciao for now. I'll be back with anything else important going on, and we will see you guys later. So have a wonderful day. And you patriots, I love you. And my mods, thank you very much for all the hard work you're doing. And to all you haters, go pound sand. Ciao for now.